There's a delay when we do it, and I'm standing there staring at the camera, but I assume that means now we're live.
Yes.
Yes,
Hey,
we're live.
folks, we're live. It's October 9th, 2018. It's a Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. That means we're here live talking about video game stuff as long as the internet holds out. You may have noticed that we've been kind of absent because we are in the process of getting our internet fixed.
Oh my God.
Thursday should be today.
I'm actually going to turn it off on my phone.
Extremely stressful.
It's been killing me.
Bear with us. We got stuff to give away. We're talking about a lot of games. I'm Jake Baldino. I am joined by Andrew Gebbia,
Hello.
the couch boy himself. I'm also joined behind the board by Tom Johnson.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's your day going so far? The internet seems to be holding up.
Yeah.
For now, our up speed was in the single digits.
It was
At a point
less than a
below
single digit.
single
Well, yeah, I
Point
mean,
three.
like we're in the decimal. Like it's bad.
I'm afraid to look away from the chat. I know as soon as it starts to go bad, they're going to tell us.
Yes.
And I'm yeah.
Hopefully we can get out a decent show. We can give away some game codes. We can talk about some video games because we've been playing a lot of shit. A lot of stuff. It's that time of year where things really pick up. We are talking to you guys in the chat. We're here. First things first, I guess. Andrew.
God damn it, Bruce. You
What
piece
is
of
Bruce
shit.
doing?
He said your stream is still messed up, and they put troll face
What?
JK.
Oh, no. Shout out to the mods, though. Rebecca, Bruce. I can't see who else is in here as of right now.
I don't
But yeah,
saw
you
those
guys
two.
want to...
Without our fantastic mods, we wouldn't have anything.
Yeah.
Or we wouldn't have moderation. So, talking games-wise, Andrew, you want to go first? What have you been playing?
I've actually been playing a lot of Hyper Light Drifter.
Wow.
Yeah, which is something that...
So you waited on
there it
this.
is. Yeah, I just never got around to playing it. This is my third time buying it. I owned it digitally on PC, I think. I bought the
Disgust me.
I bought the IM 8-bit physical edition, and then it released on Switch, and I had eShop credit, so I picked it up. And I've been playing it in between playing, leading up to and in between Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which we'll all talk about in a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be a big group.
Yeah.
Got a lot to say.
This game is beautiful. It's very pretty. I love all the sounds. I love the music. I love the overall like tone and feeling of like the world, because you feel very alone. And this game is like best played docked with all the lights off, with like and it just like lighting up your entire room or your apartment or your living room, like the blues and the reds and all of that. So that's how I've been playing it. I'm loving it so far.
Is it challenging? That's like my big thing.
It is challenging. I'm still like, I fuck that jump up all the time. I'm still not like, I don't have the what's it called figured out yet, like the dash, because it's like B plus B plus B plus, like you have to hit it like right on time, and I haven't been able to figure that out well enough. But the combat's fine. It's fun. The bosses aren't like overly hard. Once you figure out like your little way around them, they're pretty easy. There are no enemies that like terrify me. Like when I see them, it's like, oh fuck, like no. But excuse me, it's very much worth playing. I'm loving it so far.
I'm glad that you
Yeah.
waited so long. I mean, at least now you're finally getting it.
Yeah, it was always something I wanted to play, and then as soon as it was out on Switch, I'm like, I'm just gonna, if I don't play this now, I'm never gonna play it, so I picked it up. Also, to the point I was telling you on the Because Video Games podcast last week, there's a really hard to get keycap set for Hyper Light Drifter, like, you know, like...
You're going to talk about
like
your keyboard
No,
obsession?
but it's cool because it's all the glyphs in the game. Like, there's no actual, like, real people lettering on there. It's all, like, glyphs, and I want it really bad, but it's, like, really hard to find, but I'm trying. But what about you? You been playing anything?
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about it. I'm not an expert
Hell
by
yeah,
any
let's
means.
do this.
I've been playing WWE
Yeah.
2K19.
Yeah.
Like I said, not an expert on anything wrestling at all, but I have been doing the before you buys for these freaking games for like 3 years in a row now, 4 years in a row. They are mostly the same, except with content, more and more content, usually getting better, and little refinements to the gameplay. Gameplay, still not ultimately a huge fan of. It's way more simulation-based, where I think a wrestling game should be fun and arcadey. I also, full disclosure, I grew up on the Nintendo 64 games, the PlayStation ones, that were really, really, really awesome. So this one is more stuff. So what it does bring back is showcase mode, which is sick, because it's basically kind of like a linear documentary adventure that you play through that documents a whole career and life of a famous wrestler. Usually they go for older wrestlers, like they've done Stone Cold and stuff. This time it's Daniel Bryan. So it's a little more
no idea who
contemporary.
that is.
He's cool. So the way it works is like you play his famous matches like from when he was an up-and-comer to a superstar, all his memorable moments. And in between it's like interspersed with like documentary-style footage. Like they shoot real interviews with him. They show archive footage of like his first fight with John Cena and stuff. And then you get to fight John Cena and stuff. And I really like that. I'm not like a diehard fan. So I feel like people are kind of mixed. There are people like me who are very much like, I wish it was more like old school fun and not simulation heavy with all these long canned animations, you know? But on the flip side, they have made some things better. It feels a little faster. It feels a little more fluid.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank. They're still the dumb creative characters. Not as fully fleshed out as like the 360 games were, but still, you can still make dumb stuff. You can still do ring entrances. You can cut promos, which I still think is kind of like a half-baked system. I think if you're like a crazy wrestling fan, you're probably going to enjoy
very
it.
yellow pants.
But it just feels a lot like more of the same from last year. This year specifically, even more than last year. Like it just feels like more of the same at this point. So I think a lot of people on the stream don't understand how an hour-long live show goes.
I was going to say something when you were done. But
Yeah, so we're going to talk about a bunch of things. The main thing is going to be Fallout.
we're not talking about Fallout for an hour, and we will get to it. The show has the same format every week, where we talk about the games we're playing, and then we talk about news. So chill the fuck out.
Whoa, Andrew getting salty here. Hot damn. Really, I don't know. It's fine. That's really all I have. Also, yeah, Cody Kirby asked, where's last week's show? So
The internet ate shit.
Yeah, the past 2 weeks.
The internet ate shit. Last week, you guys had to just bail on a show, and then the Friday show got. You could take this gameplay off. This gameplay sucks.
Yeah, cool. I thought you were going to go back into it.
No, the Friday show got taken down because of
Harry
the Harry
Potter
Potter stuff. So the Harry Potter leaks for that RPG game are definitely confirmed to be legit because we got a takedown by Warner Brothers specifically. And we only used screenshots. We didn't use the footage.
We specifically used screenshots because of that.
Because we didn't want to get nailed. And they still took it down, and we used screenshotted images. That is insane.
And we were like really like, they were like, not stretched, but like we really zoomed into them, where to the point where like I was watching back, I was like, oh, these aren't all pretty. Like you couldn't even like, I don't know. It was weird that we got caught on that.
Josh S. brings up, just before we move on, Black Ops 4, hype for it, excitement for it.
Yeah.
You're excited.
I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm
gonna play
excited.
it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm reviewing it for another
Yeah,
site.
true.
Like,
We're both excited for Blackout.
that's what I'm excited for.
We're both. I'm way more excited for Blackout than the rest of the package.
I'm approaching
but,
the zombies things, which I've never been into, with an open mind.
That's cool.
You're just not gonna like it. I feel like.
Oh, I'm not gonna like
Yeah.
it, but I'm gonna try and like
Yeah,
it.
at least you try it.
I'm
yeah.
excited for like the normal multiplayer, just for like a mindless like team v team like multiplayer shooter. Like I'm excited to have that because like I've been playing a lot of. This has been like the year of like battle royale. I feel like in terms of like Fortnite and also PUBG still like coming over from last year. So I've been playing a lot of that, and I want another just like team deathmatch type game. And I'm like sick of Crucible. So I'm excited to
shake
shake
it up.
Yeah, I'm
only
excited
play
to
it
just
for
get
the
like
bonuses.
a bullshit shooter, like game. So,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Tom, you have been playing a lot of interesting things.
Oh yeah, I went to Comic-Con last week.
You went to New York Comic-Con.
Yeah, I went to New York Comic-Con last week, and I played some video games. So I'll let you do a little choose your own adventure here. You want to hear about DMC5, Just Cause, Resident Evil, or the new Tomb Raider stuff?
Are we gonna hear about all?
Let's pick like top 3 of those.
My vote: Tomb Raider, Resident Evil.
Tell us about the Tomb Raider co-op.
Yeah.
I want. What's the deal
All
with
right.
that?
So the only footage out there is from Inside Xbox, and they put out 2 promotional images.
Oh,
but
shit.
basically, you need to get to the top of that spire in this thing. In like the mission I played, this is part of the Forge, which is the first DLC pack.
Oh,
Sorry to cut you off, but who is the other character?
So
Lara Croft 2.
just
Yeah.
a random person. So
Okay.
I looked at my co-op partner. He was Lara Croft,
Okay.
and I was Lara Croft in our respective games.
Oh,
And then you
okay,
fill
that's
in.
cool.
So it gives
Good
you
one.
the illusion of you're always Lara Croft, and you have some like dickhead assistant.
Yeah, so you need
Okay.
to do stuff like this. Like we had to, it was a lot of blowing up gas things to propel things up, like
Okay.
to other spots.
There's a single player one that's very much like that.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
and it was a lot of stuff. So the tower itself has like a platform.
Oh, you're what's her face?
Yep.
The lady
So
from the town.
it has a platform, and you would like lift and raise level and lower levels.
Yeah.
And you would use the explosions to spin it upwards. So it was like 5 or 6 levels, and you need to work properly with each other, or else someone could get left behind, and then you can't do the next one. I got left behind. Well, we were leaving each other left behind a lot because we weren't talking.
Yeah,
no
I
one
feel like
wants
that
to
would
talk.
be really important.
Yeah, communication is key for this stuff. It seems really cool. I found out a lot more about the other DLC packs. There are going to be 7. Like, knew that. I didn't realize that the only pack that is going to be post-game, like post-story, is DLC pack 7, which is actually the... you can't buy that one individually. You have to buy that with the season pass.
Gross.
Yeah, which that's kind of gross.
All right, but if it's fun, that's what I care about.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It
Good.
was doing things I was, like, surprised with.
Did they break down like how many of these tombs are there? Is there like one per DLC pack, or do you get a few?
They didn't tell me
No?
the exact
Okay.
numbers.
Curious.
Yeah, they did a quick run through of all of the, like they're like, oh, here are the 3 we have planned right now, like the Forge and the 2 other ones, and what is it? And they basically just threw us right into it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Now
I'm
tell
looking
us
forward to
about
trying it out.
Now tell us about Resident Evil. So you
Okay,
got
so
hands-on with
You
Claire.
fought that gross,
I played
wet
both of
Birkin,
them.
right?
Okay, so we broke down the
Leon demo.
So tell us about playing as Claire.
All right, so Claire, they basically told me like, hey, we have 2 demos. You could do the Leon demo from E3. That's more of an exploration one. And then we have the Claire demo, which is combat focused. So it was literally, I walk through 3 rooms, and then it's 15 minutes of me fighting William Birkin, that boss fight.
Cool.
So
That's
he
freaky.
just,
Was it really like that long?
I couldn't beat him in 15 minutes.
Really? Cool.
I died once, and then in the middle of my second attempt, I died.
Okay,
I've
cool.
not died. Like once it got to 15 minutes, it just went to black. It was like, thank you for playing. It's spooky, man. Like he surprises you. He gets the drop on you. Like you'll think you escape him. He'll drop through the ceiling.
That's cool.
Like I jumped a couple times. I had very little interest in this game, not being a big Resident Evil guy. And now I pre-ordered the Deluxe Edition the other day because I want to play more of it.
How to control?
So it's not tanky from what I played. Like you could still, like you could do the Dead Space thing of aiming while walking.
Okay. Cool.
There is no dodge.
All right.
That's the one thing I've noticed.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, because like I kept like he would come at me and I'd be in a corner and I'd be hitting like playing Spider-Man so
Right,
much.
you're like, get out, get out.
I hit circle like dodge, and then she'd just not do anything, and I'd be like, oh, that's right, I have to stop aiming and walk around. I'm really into it though. Like,
Yeah, it's good. I like what they are doing in terms of people like me who played it the original obsessively.
Yeah.
How they're like subverting some of my expectations.
yeah, like the thing with
Just
the
here
liquor
and
we were
there.
talking about.
Yeah.
How like you're used to a liquor being in this one spot, and they'll give you the signs of it, but they'll put them somewhere else to
Yeah.
keep it like new and
Just
interesting.
to be like, hey, old school fan, screw you. Like you can't. How did it look? How did it perform? Do you know what were you playing on PS4?
I was playing on They said you. They gave me the option between PS4 and Xbox.
Oh wow.
I played on PS4. They said they were
so weird to
demoing.
play it on Xbox.
What's up?
It's gonna be so weird to play it on Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
this has always been like a PlayStation
Yeah.
IP for me.
I'll
Yeah.
probably opt for playing it on 4.
They said they would prefer like the demo they were using for press was on a PS4 primarily.
Yeah,
Okay.
It ran fine. I didn't notice any frame rate dips or anything like that.
yeah.
It looked nice.
Okay. It does look really good.
I had to
Excited to get my hands
assume.
on it.
I'm not sure if it was a pro or anything like that, but it was a good-looking game. Textures were nice. The reflection, the lighting is great.
Overall,
That
all
game.
about it. I mean, you said you went out and pre-ordered it.
Yeah, I
so-
pre-ordered it on Amazon.
and
It's great.
Pre-ordering something is ridiculous, but
I just wanted. I pre-order things just so they show up on release day.
yeah,
from
like when you
Amazon.
know it's a surefire thing that like you want it regardless.
I
like-
only pre-order from Amazon because
Yeah.
they don't charge me until the day of. I'm not
Yeah.
giving
Yeah,
them my money
exactly.
ahead of time. Like I won't go to a store and be like, I'm gonna give you $75 like 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm happy that you're happy. I want everyone to love this game so much.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
One more. What was the big one? I think.
So we have
DMC.
Devil May Cry.
You want to talk about Devil May Cry or Just Cause? I think I'd rather.
Just
hear
Cause
you.
is Just Cause. Oh, hold up. We
Oh,
got
before you move forward.
Mando Delgado, Village Elder.
Hey, Village Elder, dude. What's up? Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the support.
Village Elder, thank you very much.
I wish you were here because the coffee's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Just Cause
Just
plays
Cause
like
is more
Cause
Just
3.
Cause. So yeah,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about Devil May Cry 5.
Okay, so I played what I think was the PAX or Gamescom demo,
Okay.
which was about 10 minutes of just like city traversal and a boss fight. and it plays very much like Devil May Cry 4. So you have the Devil Breakers, which are his new arm, and you have a bunch of different ones. It's not just the one thing. They all do different things. So I had one that was made for like you grab him and then you slam him into the ground, and it does damage like that. If you are into if you're in the animation and you get hit while doing it, it breaks it. Okay. You have to cycle to something else.
Okay.
Or like if you have multiple of them.
Okay,
interesting. I had one that acted like a grapple. I had the one that you could surf on. I had one that did sort of like a force push. Yeah, this is the boss fight I did. And like if you've played these games, it really like you just fall right back into those motions. Like I was able to keep the like chains going and all of that. The Devil Triggers, the Devil Breakers are really cool. Like the difference in them, they all grapple, so you can do like I'm gonna grab the big guy and zip up to his head and then take him out and then dodge back out. It's fast still. I still think I prefer the way DMC, that reboot, played. I feel like you were a lot more mobile and you had a lot more options.
I like DMC a lot.
Yeah. But if we had to go back to the formula, like the old formula, I'm glad it plays like this. Like it's still really fun and it plays, like the frame rate's really good.
Did you get to ride on...
Yeah, this hoverboard
I
thing
did.
looks
Yeah,
absurd.
and how does that play into combat flow?
You can jump off it and it explodes.
Okay, that
or
sounds
you can
useful.
hit dudes while you're on it. And I was into that. I didn't use it in the boss fight because I thought that was foolish and would have got me killed. But yeah, it's super, super good. I can't wait. Like, it's probably the game I'm most excited for in the start of next year. Only played Nero. I didn't play Dante.
Okay.
They were big into, like, they wanted to put heavy emphasis on being like, oh, pay attention. Like, depending on how you're playing, the soundtrack will, like, swell and do weird things. I'm like, oh, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah,
like
I love little dumb things like
it
that.
worked to effect. It was interesting. I really felt it.
Cool.
I can't wait to play more of it.
Good.
When is that? Is that
I think that's March.
March?
Yeah.
Is that like, okay.
Last big thing of games we have been playing. I don't want to spend too much time on it because we did talk about it, but now we've been all kind of deep in it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes. Hell yeah.
My goodness, what a big game.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what you guys in the chat think of this game, if you guys have gotten your hands on it.
Angel, what's up?
Angel, hey! A legend. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. So, I'm all about it, pretty much. Like, these games are my guilty pleasure. I can acknowledge that they're definitely not the greatest video game ever.
No.
They're also flawed, especially this one.
Combat
I'm not even a fan of, but I just like kind of mindlessly stealthing and grinding through these games. Like it's like a relaxing game for me. You know, I know what I'm getting.
What's up, Maddie?
I'm exploring. I'm just kind of doing my thing. And Odyssey has done really well because it gives me the wide open world and the ship stuff that I really love from Black Flag, mostly.
Yeah. So I'm having a lot of fun like following the main quest. I think the story is like very interesting. I'm also easily getting sidetracked and like just doing every side mission that I come across and just like exploring. I'm having a fun time doing, and I'm loving the ship combat too.
I hate the ship combat.
Really?
I feel like it's not as good as Black Flag.
Oh, well,
It's not,
no,
yeah.
it's not as good as Black Flag. I'm not trying to say
Like,
that.
I have
but-
trouble, like, it's not super fun trying to target on dudes. At least with, like, the base level ship, I've only done a couple upgrades.
Yeah,
Super
once-
Octagon, thank you for the support, dude.
Hey,
thank you very much.
Shit.
Once you start upgrading the ship, it's like, so like I was having a hard time like
gets
getting
better.
into a new area, and I forgot about ship upgrades, and then when
Yeah.
I did it, it was like noticeably different, like noticeably like not as annoying for me to take. time
Mr.
out.
Happy, if it makes you feel better, like I'm not gonna like get on this, but the microtransactions are very much not in your face. They're like hidden in another menu.
Yeah.
I know
literally
some
have-
people that's
yeah.
not good enough. That's just my
You have to go, like,
at
3
it.
menus deep to get to them.
But
Yeah,
hey,
they're very
if you're
hidden.
still just not into it, then you're not into it. Whatever.
What was I saying? The combat. My biggest gripe with it still is
yeah.
like from Origins to this. The combat isn't different enough.
I think it's better than Origins.
It's better because I can actually deal with it. So like in Origins, I fell off it because I couldn't really get into the combat, and that's a big part of this game is fighting people. I didn't think the combat needed to be changed. I would say reworked. You know, like kind of built upon what they had.
I don't think it has been reworked completely for the better, though.
No. I'm saying like I think they could have taken like what they had and just reworked that a bit instead of changing it to what we had. That's what I meant.
Interesting.
So like here, there's an emphasis on parrying, and I think the parrying being so forgiving is messing me up.
Yeah.
Like you have such a long time to parry, like to catch it, that it actually like messes me up. Other than that, I love how different each weapon controls. Like
That's
even going
the
from
highlight.
like the sword to the dagger, from the dagger to the staff, from the staff to like a heavy.
That was one of Origin's strengths, and I'm glad
Yeah.
they brought that over here.
Same,
Because they could have
yeah.
just left that.
So that's what's cool is when I do end up getting a little bit sick of how the combat controls, I end up switching weapons, and I'm good.
Super chat. Pedro Martinez, he says, Odyssey is amazing so far. Glad you dig it.
I would
Also,
agree.
thanks for the support. That's
thank
wild. I don't know. Combat's the one thing for me. I think the abilities give it the leg up. Like those
Yeah, the
abilities
abilities
make
are
it
also
feel
cool.
a little bit more in depth. But I still just wish it was slower, more deliberate, and more challenging.
Agreed.
But that's just me.
Yeah. What about you, Tom?
I can very easily, like already I'm seeing just the sheer amount of stuff in this game, like being an issue with
You're
pacing.
never gonna see it all.
Yeah, like I feel like it's like gonna cause a major hiccup in pacing at some point. But so far, I'm really enjoying my time. Like I've been playing the hell out of it. I played it until 2 in the morning yesterday.
Yeah, I played for like
me
6
too.
hours straight on Sunday. Really quick. Thomas, thank you very much. Super Octagon, again, thank you a lot. And then Andre, also, thank you.
Yeah, wow. Thanks, guys. Really
guys
appreciate
are
that.
awesome.
And hello from Norway. That's
Yeah.
sick.
Hey,
Thomas Ewenson says pizza's on me. Appreciate that. I'm
Hey.
actually starving, so that works. Super Octagon, interesting point. Voice acting is trash. Alexios
sounds
voice.
so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't. Yeah.
It's funny. Like I feel like
It's goofy.
Cassandra is
Did
the
we all
way
pick
to play
Cassandra?
this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all.
I
picking
picked it
Cassandra.
not out of like being like,
She's-
oh, I'm tired of men or like any political like.
She just seemed badass.
I literally was like,
She's cool
she's
as hell.
cool, and he sucks so bad.
He's
Yeah.
so bad.
He just sounds like a goofball.
His voice acting is like comical.
Yeah.
Like every time I hear him talk, when I watch like another video and they have Alexios as the character, he just sounds
Samuel
so
Graham.
dumb.
Samuel Graham in the chat says he likes his voice. I could see maybe why someone would like it from like a more campy,
Yeah.
classical type of thing, but I was annoyed by it. JE9ER51, he's a regular. What's up, dude? Thank you for the
very much.
support. Is Odyssey worth the buy? I think if you're the type of person that goes into a game and you just want a lot for your money, then yeah. If you go into a game where you think every single element of it has to be the most amazing thing in the world, then maybe not.
I paid full price for it and I feel totally fine with that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Let me ask you guys both a question. It's, if you like were like if you're one of the people that like just never liked the Assassin's Creed series, didn't play Origins, like
I can't
didn't
put
play
myself
this,
into that mindset because I'm an Assassin's
You
Creed
have, yeah,
apologist
but-
and my
yeah.
cat is literally named
maybe
Ezio.
Ezio. But do you think there's like a like enough difference between? Cause I've been getting a lot of people asking me on Twitter.
Watch me kick this asshole off a cliff.
This is really funny. Do you think there's enough difference between like the previous entries and Origins and Odyssey for people that didn't like the old series to
You
like
got to
jump
fight
in now?
him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would still say play Origins.
No,
Then-
but
then play
I'm
this.
You can get that
well,
for a fucking song now,
Yeah.
too.
But Origins, you at least I feel like Origins more than this, you get a little bit of a glimmer of like what the point is
Yeah.
of like Assassin's Creed and like Templar assassin stuff. Hey, Tronic Gaming, love your videos, guys. Been watching. Thank you. Looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2
Gonna be a
videos.
lot.
That's funny because we were talking about that today.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
already
there's gonna
started
be-
the schedule.
Nathan Brzezinski says, is there a difference between the two characters? Not really. It's just like the...
There's a little difference that
Wait a
you don't
second.
find out until like 6 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little tiny
Yeah.
story
Ever so
things.
slightly.
But yeah, that's really it.
But one thing that is cool is how different your playthrough can be. So you brought it up before, where Tom had to, Jake had to fight that dude, and because of the decision we made at that specific
We
point,
just walked out.
we didn't have to, which is like
Yeah.
really cool that
Yeah.
there's like stuff like that.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Before we continue on, we're like 20 minutes in. The internet's still going. Thank you guys for bearing
Oh,
with us.
yes. Here, give it
let's,
to me.
Let's give away a code because you guys have given us so much already.
We have no drop frames.
Say what it is, and then I'll spin it
So
around.
this is I don't remember
It's
what
Rise
console
of the
it's
Tomb
for.
Raider for PC. Shadow of the Tomb Raider for PC.
Spoilers, Tom, for PC.
Bam!
Yeah.
Okay.
Shadow of the Tomb
of the Tomb Raider
Raider
for PC. We got plenty more coming up. If you feel like your latency is not good or you feel like you're missing out, in the description of the video, there will be a link to sign up to our Friday show giveaway. That's like our regular giveaway that we pick every week to win a free console. So if you miss this, there's always another chance to get free stuff from us. But hopefully someone gets that because it is a video game that's out right now, and it could save you some money. And the Steam version apparently isn't that well optimized.
I'm gonna hold
According
it
to
up for
you?
a little bit longer.
Did you end up getting it running on your PC, or did you after?
I
like,
gave him a PS4
Yeah.
code.
I ended up going back like after I beat it and I got it running. I had to go into like control panel and make it like the priority. to run.
yeah,
some
yeah.
weird
Yeah.
PC Windows gaming bullshit.
Captain Bunghole asks, "Show your feet."
I'm not wearing anything special today. I'm just rocking tubulars.
$100. I was gonna say $100 in the super chat, and I'll take my socks off.
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually, funny enough, wearing Nuka-Cola socks today.
Hey. Should we talk about that?
What?
Fallout?
Yeah. Fuck it.
All right. Fallout 76. The big thing with Fallout 76 is...
You think they want us to talk about it?
I don't think so. I don't really think
Maybe
anyone
we should
in
just
this
skip
chat...
it. Yeah.
The big thing with Fallout 76 was a big press preview event thing that I turned down, which I regret. They brought everyone to West Virginia to get a hands-on preview thing of the game. Most people got 3 hours with the game.
That's what it seemed like.
And there are a lot of different opinions out there. There is like, people are all over the place with this thing. I wasn't sure what to expect. Oh, sorry, real quick. Mr. Happy said thoughts on Borderlands 2 coming to PSVR. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
And
it's cool, but
I'm kind of into it.
3.
I'll try it again.
Rebecca, thank you very much.
Thank you for the support. Thank you for being King Mod.
As always.
We appreciate you.
Where were we?
Fallout 76, yeah, opinions mixed.
Wait a second, is that a PSVR exclusive, Borderlands 2?
I don't know if it's exclusive, but I know it's on PSVR mostly. So Fallout 76, from what I've looked, so everyone got their hands on this. Traditional press, YouTubers, and I don't know. The things that I hear about it that people weren't into, I hear that and I go, yep, that confirms my suspicions. The fact that the world is empty, it's all based around NPCs. The big Greenbrier building that they featured is apparently just a big empty mansion with robots walking around, and you can't even talk to every single one. It's been broken down. Specifically, Game Informer did a really good.
They have a really good
breakdown.
That's the one I read.
As much as it sounds like he was like having a hard time progressing, he was able to break down a lot of the stuff. Interesting takeaway is that the perk system seems to be pretty good.
Yeah. So that was one of the things he highlighted.
You know what is fun about it? The new information is the if you have a charisma build, you can essentially share your cards with other folks.
That's cool.
So you can give everyone like level 1 lockpicking if you want.
That's cool.
And that can make for some fairly interesting situations.
Yeah.
Andrew, what were you telling me about the loot? Like the loot drops?
So I was reading that, like, like when you play like a Diablo or any other game with like loot drops, or like even in Destiny 2, any loot drop is specific to you, so your teammate can't pick it up. Here, I don't know if it's in every instance, but in some instances, if like you kill a robot and it drops a laser rifle, and you're playing with 3 other friends, and there's only 1 laser rifle that drops, so you have to pick who gets that gun. One doesn't drop for everyone. If I read it correctly.
Oh, so what I read is that it does drop for everyone correctly.
I think it depends on the. I think it, like I said, I think it depends on the instance.
But I've seen weapons in world, like if there's just a gun on a table, one person can grab that. Like
that's what I said.
That's what you said?
That's what
you said a drop.
Well, a weapon, a drop, like I said, it's
no, it's you got to specify. They're very different. Like a drop.
That's it. It's depending on the instance. I think if you're fighting like a boss,
then everybody gets.
I think, and then if you're fighting like an enemy, like I said, it's all instance.
Oh, interesting. So, like, if they prioritize like random enemies, different from big enemies.
Yeah. At least that's. I could have read it wrong. I read it a little earlier, but I think that's what I read.
Interesting.
You read something similar, so I might. Yeah.
I know.
There's so many. There's
a lot of opinions
so many
out there,
different things that I can't.
You know what I really liked? One thing I got was, did you see? I think it might have been the Game Informer breakdown, but if you die and you go back and you find your stuff,
it's still there.
It's in a brown paper bag. Like it's like rolled up in a little cartoon brown paper lunch bag.
And if a character, another player drops something for you, that's how they drop it. They drop it in like a brown paper bag too.
I appreciate that.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so there's some charm here.
So it's very much like, so the things that kind of bum me out the most is that it's pretty much Fallout 4.5 in terms of like engine, where it's the same exact thing. I'm also kind of bummed on how that seems almost useless now.
Yeah.
The Game Informer guy said he pretty much only used it to take out like quick-moving, smaller enemies, because it's still the same thing where like you go into that familiar like
you snap the stick to
like
target
interface, and then you still snap the stick to target which enemy, and then it is, and then but it doesn't slow down, so it's the same exact thing, just does not slow mo.
I could see it being kind of fun in situations in a different way.
Yeah, I can see it being cool, but like if you get good and quick with it, like that's cool. But it's also like, it makes sense. It's a change that had to be made to make this.
So far though, people seem to be mixed even on that. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
like,
everything is super mixed.
Bruce Alrighty says, New Vegas remake? Yes, please.
Yeah, I would.
Hell
I was
yeah.
watching a YouTuber that specifically broke down, he stumbled across like a haunted house. And it was like a complete instance where you got new sound effects, you got like all these area effects, and like all these things going on that were designed specifically just for stumbling upon that room. And he said that reminded him of some of the creepier stuff from Fallout New Vegas and 3.
Cool.
So that's cool.
That's
I mean,
cool.
they're emphasizing that there is environmental storytelling, which is part of the big elements of Fallout. But is that enough to take the whole experience? That's my big question.
I don't know. I think this is a very different Fallout, and it's also like not gonna be for everybody. You know, so
It seems like it's going to be more fun with friends.
Yeah, it seems like they did some things right and some things wrong. Another thing, I think this was from IGN. One of the things that he said that he didn't like is the fact that now you have to worry about eating and drinking. Like you have to worry about that.
Dova Beats, yeah, it was Maddie Plays.
Yeah. And there's not like a hotkey
Yeah.
to like eat or drink or even heal yourself. So like you always have to go into the Pip-Boy menu, and it's the same thing. Like it's the same menu from Fallout 4 where it's not very intuitive and user friendly. So when you're trying to go through quick to like heal yourself or like eat or drink something before you die, it's like a little annoying. Like you felt like that was something that could have been like fixed and tweaked because it's like the same exact thing from Fallout 4 and it doesn't work in a game like this.
It's interesting too because to go along with that, I had seen a lot of people mentioning that the fact that it's multiplayer and everybody's running around, the fact that most of the quest-giving stuff and the story stuff is you reading a computer terminal or slowly listening to an audiobook just doesn't jive with running around with friends.
No, there were
in
people that were
multiplayer.
saying they were listening to an audiobook and then their friends were screaming
Yeah.
about finding something. It's like, I can't hear, like, shh.
Someone also did ask about the microtransactions, the cosmetic microtransactions.
So there's a new in-game currency called Atoms.
Yeah.
That is only for cosmetic microtransactions. At least that's what Bethesda has said so far.
And what I've seen is that they are purely cosmetic. There are no effects.
Purely cosmetic.
So,
I'm going to need you guys to talk me out of buying this like Pip-Boy kit,
I'm not going to
That's
talk.
out there?
No, I'm going to talk you into
like
it.
this $150 Pip-Boy
talking
kit.
I mean, you can not like this game and like the other Fallout games and still
Yeah.
want to buy a Pip-Boy. You know? I mean,
Just really another little quick thing that they added that I love. Did you see what they did with photo mode?
No.
So the pictures you take in photo mode, they reuse them as loading screens later on in the game.
yeah.
So if you're playing this game for hours upon hours, months upon months, you'll see photos that you took from when you started playing. It just kind of like it's like a fun little scrapbook thing. I think that's cool. Like using your photos as like the loading wallpaper. I think that's a
Yeah.
cool little like fun touch.
I am very, very curious. You can't build it. So Mr. Happy says you can't build a massive city. You can't. What I have caught on though is that building is a little more refined, a little tightened up.
Thank God, because it wasn't that good in Fallout
The
4.
fact that you are able to scoop the whole thing up with you, and hey, the building of Fallout 4 was good. I liked it a lot.
I wasn't into it.
That's
was
what
it though?
I wasn't into it.
Hey, I ended up kind of like stopping playing Fallout 4 and just built.
Do you like having a
that's
bunch
cool.
of weird gaps and things because things wouldn't always line up correctly because of terrain?
I was good with my building. I was good. Leave me alone.
Jay and Katie in the building, what's up?
I think a lot of people still have a lot of questions about this game, and I have seen people say that it's definitely going to be more of a game that is played with friends.
Yeah.
Especially because the world is so lonely. But I gotta say, visually, from the gameplay, a lot of people have said there were performance issues, which I almost expected. It was also it was also an earlier
Oh,
build.
so didn't they just finish assets like last week?
Yes,
Yeah.
this game is coming in hot, which does concern me. But regardless, visually, it does look better. When the frame rate isn't taking a shit, they have something going on here. Like, this looks way, way, way like a step above Fallout 4. The way foliage is rendered, the way lighting reacts to foliage, I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah, they definitely did some changes.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Change it. Upgrades, hopefully, ideally,
Upgrades.
mostly.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I'm more excited to see what this game is than I am to play it, and I don't know if that's good or bad.
I want to see what's up with the Mothman.
Yeah.
so here's where I'm falling with that is because like, I want to explore this world. I want to I want to encounter all this weird new creatures and spooky stuff they put in the game, but knowing that most of the rest of the world is going to be empty and I'm primarily probably going to be playing by myself bums me out.
You getting it on PC?
We
We are. Are you getting it
Yeah,
on
we're
PC?
getting it on
Yeah, get it on
PC.
PC.
Then I'll
We'll
get it
help
on
you-
PC.
Yeah,
Okay.
before you buy at least,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Looking forward to playing that on PC. Yeah. Hopefully it runs okay.
Yes. I hope so.
It is going to be a game that is supported for a long time. I mean, Floor points out there's going to be a shit ton of hotfixes in the first week.
Yeah.
Will be something that I'd come to a month after it comes out, which might be smart. I mean, this is their first game like this, so there could be some growing pains at launch that could blow up and people could freak out about and go nuts over, even though they weren't going to play the game in the first place. That could pan out pretty well later on. I don't know. Maybe they've learned a lot from Elder Scrolls Online in that regard, but this is a completely different thing.
Yeah, it's different.
And
it's
honestly, if you think about it, it's ambitious.
Yeah.
No, it definitely is.
It's a Fallout game
It's a
where
risk.
you
Like,
just
it's a
run around
risky
with your
game.
friends. Yeah, it is definitely a risk, but you can tell they were definitely like, all right, we got to make one of these online games. We got to make one of these games where we can, keep
Uncle Lucky,
supporting
I see
it.
you. What's up? Thank you. So my hair looks good.
I don't
hair?
think. Did they say there are going to be mods for this game? I don't think there are.
they
Mods?
can't be.
There can't be.
Yeah, if it's
I don't
online.
know.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
Fat Pug Gamer asks Creation Club, do you think mods will be unfair? Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
There probably won't be mods.
Yeah, you have to balance a thing.
If it's multiplayer, yeah.
Maybe cosmetic mods only or something. I feel like that's the only thing they would do. But even then, I think that's just fucking with it.
So
too
James
much.
Bryant says it's a cash grab. I do feel cynically like that in one way, but I also see, since forever, not even hardcore people like us, but casual gamers out there that love Fallout are like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool to play Fallout online? So like they're making it for those people.
Yeah, I think it's Bethesda having fun. Like,
Yeah.
I hope
as
so.
well. Just like, let's see if we can do this. That's kind of at least like seeing them talk about it. That's what
Jordan Painter, shout out to you. Thanks for the support from Canada. I love Canada. It's the best place. Who wants Soul Calibur 6 and who will be your main? I will be playing Soul Calibur 6 and I will play as Mitsurugi or Nightmare. I love Soul Calibur.
Guy?
I also I don't want to be that guy who just always plays as Geralt, but Geralt looks awesome.
I like Raphael.
Have you played as him?
No, I haven't.
He's fun.
Yeah, I
Is he?
bet. He looks cool as fuck.
That's next week?
Yes, next weekend.
God,
That's next
yeah.
Friday.
I'm so tired.
Excited. What are you getting that on? So I know what extra controller to bring in.
I don't know.
The
Whatever
PS4
shows up.
gamepad is better for that type of thing.
Yeah. Echo Lazy Boy says, I guess talking about Fallout 6, I just want to, Fallout 76, I just want to nuke myself. Let's give away another game, shall we?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, thank you. Spoilers. What console is this for?
I don't know. Look at the link in the code.
God, jeez.
Is
This
it Xbox?
No.
Here. Oh.
This is a PS4 code for
That's
Assassin's
Xbox
Creed.
code.
Xbox codes are longer.
Yes.
This is a Xbox One code for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Fastest Fingers gets it first. Here you go. Reveal it to the world.
Make sure I didn't.
Xbox
This is-
codes are damn novel.
This is that hot new game
There you
available
go.
on Xbox One.
Enjoy
Hope
this
you
novel.
enjoy it. High Flyer 21 says Elder Scrolls Online was trash, and this will be the same.
I like ESO.
There are a lot of people that will disagree with you.
Love ESO,
People
yeah.
play that.
I couldn't get into it.
Every
I tried
time we go
twice,
to a
but-
press conference, they always spend about 15 minutes telling us how many people are playing.
There's
it.
always one person being like, "Yeah, I love Elder Scrolls." I don't know. I didn't go nuts over it, but it was fine. I was like, if I cared about MMOs anymore, maybe I would play it.
I sat
I'm just
right
kinda
next to
over
that
it.
infamous lady.
So funny. Hopefully, one of you got Assassin's Creed Odyssey here, Xbox One. If you feel like you're missing out, if you feel like your latency,
Jacko!
you're missing
Hope you
out
got it.
on winning this, there's a link in the description to enter our Friday show giveaway where we always give away consoles. So consider hopping over there. Did somebody get it?
Someone said they got it.
Yay!
Yeah, and someone else posted it in chat, so I think we can pull it down.
Hooray! Don't show that. Okay, next up, we got a couple things.
Oh, my mic. I'm tethered. Shit.
I lost my show notes, but
Obsidian?
PS5 is
Oh,
a thing
PS5,
again.
yes.
Yeah. So PS5 really this time around, it's kind of short. The news is very short.
It's just that they officially said they're working on it.
They have
That's
officially
essentially
said that they are working on it, which I feel like they have kind of done before.
They officially said they're working on a next-gen console.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Now they have kind of come out and confirmed this before. Today, the quote is from Kenshiro Yoshida, that's CEO of the whole damn thing. He said, "At this point, what I can say is it's necessary to have a next generation hardware." That's it. That's the quote. What they also said is that okay, so there was one interesting quote from Kodera, the other big Sony guy. He
Was
says,
it
"We
about
will."
streaming?
No, he says, "We will use the next 3 years to prepare the next step, to crouch down so that we can jump higher in the future," which I love that. That's Japanese as fuck. But
Oh,
the takeaway is we're going to use the next 3 years.
2021 is when we would probably see this.
No
according
way.
To that.
No
this is
fucking
this is
way.
contrary to reports where some people were saying we were going to get a new PlayStation sooner than we expected. Now this is suggesting way further off. I don't know what to think.
If the next PlayStation was 3 years off, they would have fucking games to show at a PSX or right now. They would have
That's
games
true.
announced and not
Interesting.
Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima and nothing else from any other party.
Those two and Days Gone, those are their only games left. And Days Gone we're getting next year.
And I have heard
February,
rumors
right?
from various places that people already have.
Hesitation
Dev
VR
software.
says they make it sound like making a console is hard. It's just a laptop without a screen. Exactly. It's so easy. I actually made a PlayStation 2 because it's easy. It's so easy.
Make me one of your consoles, dude. I want one. If it's that easy, thank you.
CD Projekt Red makes Witcher 3 look old but still good. Oh, Cyberpunk 2077 makes Witcher 3 look old but still good. That is the big talk. So that's going to be a current console game. It'll probably also be a next-gen console game. We've heard talk about that. I don't know. There's not really much from this other than that. It's weird that now they're throwing around a 3-year thing. Mr. Happy brings up a point. You guys neglected to mention The Last of Us Part 2. So that's a thing.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a little further
right,
off.
That's right.
So I mean,
That's
I think
probably
that's later.
That's
next
summer.
Year.
That's
but like I don't
think
know.
it's summer?
I think it's summer
I'm not
fall.
as convinced as you guys are that it's like a wind down. I think it might just happen to be a scheduling lull in
Maybe.
terms of releases.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just can't see. I don't know. I just feel like it would be sooner. I don't know why. I feel it in my gut.
Gross.
My gut.
Ew.
That's
That's really it.
I don't know what article that is, but the one I read, which I think may have been from Kotaku, they had a lot of streaming talk in it, and how they were saying that online services and subscriptions is like going to be very important to what PlayStation does in the future,
They're looking very hard.
which I don't like hearing personally.
Well, I think they're
then
looking
Andrew
at what
House
Game
wanted-
Pass
yeah.
has.
Yeah, and then I know there was the same article had a quote from Andrew House. I don't know from when. I think it was when he was still. He's not with PlayStation anymore, right?
Andrew House?
No.
He's stepping down.
That's right.
He's in the process of
He was
leaving.
saying that he doesn't see like disc-based retail games like going anywhere like anytime
No, because
soon.
broadband penetration is
Yeah.
still
Which-
incredibly low in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that gives
internet
me
is
some
still-
like hope. Like I don't know. I'm not really into the. Like I know you keep pushing Games Pass on me, and I'm not really like into subscription services like Games Pass or like PlayStation Plus or like Origins thing. I don't know why.
So I'm really into subscribing, but I'm not into streaming.
I'm not into subscribe. I'm very much like.
You're physical. You're,
I know.
You're an old
Well,
guy.
he made up like a great point. Like I was like, I want to play Forza, but he's like, oh, just do Games Pass because it's $15 for the month. You're not going to play it past the month anyway.
Yeah.
But me being a crazy idiot, I'd rather spend $60 and just have it.
You're a goddamn lunatic.
Exactly.
Andrew
No,
W.
and that's
You'd
why
rather have it, forget about it, and then trade it in.
Oh, and that's why I didn't fight you on it because I know I'm an idiot. Like I know I'm being dumb. It's
Yeah.
just like I don't know. I think it's like an old way of thinking that I can't let go of. Yet, you know,
we have people
but-
in the chat saying the same. Taken out says no. Give me the physical copy, baby. Let me download it and play
Yeah.
offline.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still like that. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people like us still think like that.
Yeah, like I get like Tom's argument makes like it's very sound. It makes perfect sense. And if I was a smart person, that's what I would do. But I'm not. I'm an idiot, and I'm going to spend $60. Well, I'll probably wait for Black Friday and get it cheap. But you know what I mean. Even then, that's probably more money than actually paying for Games Pass for that month.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I've grown to like it though. I enjoy looking up like an older game or like a game from like a year ago that I missed and
Yeah.
then clicking download and coming back later and I'm like, yeah, there it is.
I
I'll
also
play it.
just like having something. Like I pre-ordered Black Ops 4 on Amazon. I got
Yeah.
the physical PC copy
Yeah.
because why?
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I'm just really not into streaming now. I don't
Will
want
hurt
that.
10
No, you got to do
$15,
Games
my
Pass
bad.
with type model where you download the entire executable.
That's how it's got to be. That's how I'm into
yeah,
that, dude.
that's I'm into that.
I
'cause,
can't
yeah.
stream it. I can't play a game streamed live. Like
Is it PlayStation Now that streams the game?
No, now you can download
now
games.
you can
Oh,
download.
okay.
Yes.
But for a while you could.
it was just
Yeah.
streaming stuff, which
Was
I
Games-
wasn't into.
Was Games Pass you always download?
Yep.
PlayStation was using that Gaikai stuff for a while.
That's right. They
And
had
no
bought
one gave a
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like you want to download weird PS3 games. Oh, we'll stream weird PS3 games. Now they're kind of coming back around.
Maybe I'll look more into Games Pass. Did Metal Gear get added to backwards compatibility,
Backwards
or did
compatibility.
it get? Okay, it didn't get added to Games Pass.
No.
though. Okay.
No.
All right.
Which a lot of times they do that together, which is really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another shot and actually look into it and see what the deal is.
Yeah, you
Is the
should.
first month free?
I think the first month you can get for like $2.
You can get
on
like a
lot of
trial.
deals.
All right, cool.
I think I might have like the little card that comes with like a controller
Yeah,
or something that
okay.
gives you like a trial.
Maybe I'll try after Red Dead, because once Red Dead comes out, I'm not going to be playing anything but that anyway. So, Obsidian. Moving on to the next story.
Yeah,
I feel like we're done with this.
So this is like breaking news.
I just want to say one thing before we move on.
No, please do.
If we don't see a PS5 announcement, like not even like saying like, oh, this is the box or whatever, but just them doing like how in February of 2013
making
they
a
had their
thing.
New York thing, and they're like, yeah, we're making a new console and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and they pulled people in for a waste of time press demonstration. If that's not the case, then we will see a bunch of games at E3 with no
Release
console
date.
specificity
No
or
definitive
releases.
anything.
They'll
Yeah.
like how Watch Dogs was announced. It says this is running on a high-end PC. Like
Yeah, I can see
generation's
that.
winding down.
Yeah.
I'm with Tom on
and
that one.
We're gonna start seeing new stuff soon.
I'm with Tom.
It's been 6 going on 7 years. 5 going on 7 years, whatever. 6 years.
I think the
20.
fifth,
No, it came out 2013,
the
right?
5-year anniversary of PlayStation 4 is coming up within the next few months.
Yeah,
I think.
5 years.
I was
Going on
just
6
sitting here
years.
like reflecting. I was like, do I feel like I've got my money's worth out of a PS4? And
100%.
I think I have. I've played
You bought
a shitload.
fucking 3 of them.
I've played a lot of video games. Let's not tell people about that. Like, come on, dude.
What's this for? You want to give it to me? It's easier if I hold
Yes.
the
So
cursor.
since we were talking about PlayStation, we have a PlayStation exclusive game right now for you guys. Fastest Fingers
very
gets it
good one.
first. A very good one.
When do I
Yes.
spin it around?
Now, if you
What is
want.
it? What is it?
It's Spider-Man.
Bam!
It's a very good game. I love Spider-Man. Spoilers.
I
Spider-Man.
platinumed that game.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So, Fastest Fingers gets it first. Like I keep saying, we're here 4 p.m.
Thank you for that, Bruce.
every Tuesday Eastern. You should definitely like subscribe if you haven't. If you're like a newcomer, because we do give away stuff every week and it's fun. And if you feel like you're missing out, down in the description there is a console giveaway that we do every single week. So go and get that goddamn Spider-Man game.
Wonder Bread just fucked my shit up.
Yeah, I just read that. And that freaked me out. Andrew, I see you looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. That's a good comment. I don't know why I love
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
If it's inactive, that means somebody got it.
Yeah, someone-
Justin Herrera.
Or Oriem says, "Hey, Game Ranks team, should I get Yakuza 0 or
this the last
Kwame?
one?
Get Yakuza 0." No,
Start
one
with
more.
0, work your way up.
0 is fucking phenomenal.
Koki717 says, "What's up from Egypt?" Hello, you over in Egypt. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely 0. It seems like Dillery Huff definitely agrees. Yakuza 0.
That's a good name.
Last bit of news. Let's talk about Obsidian. This is kind of breaking for us. This is pretty new. What is this Obsidian stuff you're showing? Is this New Vegas?
This is the New Vegas reveal trailer.
Yeah. So, I'll get that out.
Ace Trade will get to you.
Thank you, Ace Trade. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about this, but the news really is that this had been brought up in August with some paperwork filing, but apparently Microsoft is in the final stages of buying up Obsidian. Obsidian, as you know, is behind Alpha Protocol, Fallout New
2.
Vegas. What did you say?
Knights of the Republic 2.
Knights of the Republic, KOTOR 2, which is really, really good. Most recently, Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity is dope. So that is Microsoft once again. If this is true, it shows Microsoft is once again playing real big dick hardball with trying to get studios and trying to get Microsoft.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to start off the
Platform
next their next console generation right, where they're going to. I mean, think about the shopping spree they've went on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even console generation too, because they're trying to get a chunk of that PC market. So this is them. I see them. This is them going after more of a PC market.
Yeah,
They're going to
yeah.
be like, hey, make an RPG for us. Remember, like 5 years ago where we didn't want you? Now we do. Come on down.
Yeah.
They made the best Fallout game. So
Yeah.
Many people will say that. Yes.
I would say that.
Just real quick, Ace Trade, thank you for the support for that. Top 3 favorite things in AC Odyssey. I'll say number 1, the Spartan kick. Number 2,
Oh, yeah.
the boats. Number 3, the shield move where you rip the shield out of someone's
And you
hand
hit
and
him with it?
bitch slap them across the face.
For me, it's definitely no order. Spartan kick, exploration, and just like how you can get lost in that world.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
the fall definitely.
what about how?
And also the ship combat. I love the ship combat.
Yeah. What about how your bird will just kill like a moose?
Does that happen?
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
walking down and
Didn't
then
y'all
like
play
there'll-
Origins?
There'll be a moose and it'll be just have a little bird icon above it, and then I'll just hear "Whoa!" and it's like a dead moose in front of me. And I'm
Oh
like,
shit!
okay, cool.
I ain't seen that yet.
You haven't had that happen?
No.
Yeah, it used to happen in Odyssey a lot. Not
Yeah.
Odyssey, Origins a lot too. It would be like a cheetah, and it would just get killed by a bird.
Yeah, your bird will
Oh,
fuck up an
shit.
extra animal for you if he's feeling up for
Yeah,
it.
well, mine's a dick, and it should kill more boars because those motherfuckers are annoying.
So a lot of people have been saying, jumping back to Obsidian news, a lot of people have been saying like, "Oh, R.I.P. Obsidian." Obsidian to me has always felt distinctly independent, even though they've worked with a lot of different companies, publishers over the years. People think Alpha Protocol is really good. That's like a cult following game, and I keep trying to love it, and I don't get it.
It's interesting. It's a
Never played
cool
it.
game.
Maybe that's what Xbox and Microsoft bought them for, is to make Alpha Protocol 2 or Alpha Protocol Remastered. What do you think about that? No? Okay. Anyway. Siphon Filter. Someone's like, is this Siphon Filter? Honestly, I wish it was. Did they talk about the leaked RPG that leaked on Pornhub, the Amazon RPG? I was going to talk about that on the Friday show, which has been taken down.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we didn't have time to
Two
include
Worlds?
it. New World.
New World.
So it's an MMO, which is very funny.
Auto guy,
Amazon-
Black Flag.
Black
Sorry.
Flag.
It's really funny that Amazon did that. But that's really all I have to say about Obsidian. I don't know if you guys have anything else. Doesn't seem like you do.
No, it's just I'm glad to see Microsoft like trying to like get in on the first party studio thing and like pick up more studios. Like that's awesome. That's
Just let
only
them make a New Vegas successor.
yeah, please.
Like
It
a
just means we
spiritual
get to play
successor.
more cool games. So
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, people should give Obsidian more money. When last time people gave Obsidian money, it was with Pillars of Eternities.
Yeah,
and
that
that turned
worked
out
out
pretty great.
they
Even though that's
are
Kickstarter.
who owns them right now? Or who, no, they're not who owns them. They're making a game for a big publisher right now. I don't remember.
Didn't they drop out on that or no?
No, it's the article I read mentioned it and how like they didn't know how that's handled, whether it's something that Microsoft gets with purchasing, or if it's something the publisher keeps, or if it's something that just gets axed.
Yeah,
Like
because they're always working on.
they're
so-
currently working on something for someone, and the article, like I said, whoever the author just didn't know, the writer didn't know who, like how that played into the purchase, like who gets what.
Interesting.
They're also saying it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
It's a messy world,
gonna
the world
pick it
of
up.
video game business.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah. Tom Brown, Project xCloud. We didn't have time to talk about that, but that is Xbox's version of streaming stuff. I did try the Google streaming of Assassin's Creed
did you?
Odyssey. Yeah. It sucks for two reasons. Number one, I don't like Chrome. You have to have Chrome. I know people are going to be like, who doesn't like Chrome?
Yeah.
I don't. It's a
Who
CPU
doesn't like
hog.
it eating all of your CPU?
Yeah. So you gotta use Chrome, which whatever. But two, you gotta sign into Uplay. And it's like, come on, god damn it! My Uplay account has been hacked by so many goddamn Russians. It's like,
Bruce think this is a
Bruce,
Twitch
they
hoodie?
are Discord hoodies.
Yeah, Bruce,
they are not
these are-
Twitch hoodies.
Come on, homie. You should know. You are that Discord mod.
last code. Who wants it? Who wants it here? Who wants it? What is this? Is this a Nintendo Switch code?
That's Nintendo Switch
Oh my
code.
god, it is.
It's red like
Why?
Mario.
It's a Super Mario party.
Don't talk like that.
Don't do that.
This is Mario Party for the
you
Nintendo
guys.
Switch. If you want it, here you go. Don't listen to this.
Fastest Fingers gets
Yeah.
it first. Of course, subscribe if you haven't, because we do this all the time. 4 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. Link in the description if you want to enter more giveaways if you feel like you're missing out.
Yeah.
I have this. I have not played it yet. I went to play it. My Joy-Cons were dead.
My Joy-Con broke this morning.
No.
I was playing City Skylines.
Did you get like raged? And,
No,
like,
no, it just like for some reason
up?
my left one, which I've had an issue with, I had the left blue Joy-Con
Did it
issue.
pop
with
out?
fucked up one, yeah.
Oh,
No, it's just drifted like the
the
it's drifting
thing,
up.
like
Yeah.
the lose connection thing.
no while docked while together,
Oh.
it's just drifting up.
I didn't know that could happen while
Is this a
together.
1 or an
That
L?
Sucks.
That's a one.
That's
They're
a
all
one.
ones.
It's a 1. They're all 1s.
They're all ones. That's what I say.
No L's on this show.
Flame Gaming says, "Shit, I'm on the toilet," or "Fuck, I'm on the toilet." That's funny.
Alexander the Great. Looks like he got it.
Enjoy that.
This is it, right?
Yep. That's it. We got.
Hopefully it's good. Play it with some friends. Have some social time.
We'll have more next week.
Yeah, we'll have a lot more.
Yeah.
We actually already have codes queued up for next week.
Yeah, the
So,
good ones too.
Next week, our internet should be fixed completely, even though we survived today.
Zero
Yeah.
drop frames.
Zero drop frames.
They're coming
Thank goodness.
Thursday.
Oh no, Uncle Lucky got the worst. Please sign in when you go to get the code. That's funny.
Oh.
I feel like that happens a
Presley
lot.
Chan says the drifting Joy-Con thing happened to them too. It sucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go buy new ones.
Have
Yeah,
fun
it's not
spending
good.
$80. Well,
I know, Joy-Cons
one,
are so expensive.
right? I think it's 50 for one or something.
Yeah.
80 for two.
You don't want to buy
I don't
one,
know.
though.
I got the
$10
hiccups.
next Tuesday if Jake does the Mario voice. I thought that was pretty good.
Jake said for $100 he'll show his feet on stream.
I did,
So-
yeah. Nobody did that, right? Nobody.
No, but I'm
okay.
going to blast it out so we can make it happen.
Don't give us $100 for his feet. I would feel
Please
so
do.
Well, no, we
bad.
didn't talk. I get the $100.
No. That's not how our
No.
agreement works
Yeah,
with
that's
Super
not,
Chat.
that's not how this goes.
This is an exception, so sorry.
Well, then I'll take my shirt
For
off
$50,
yeah.
Andrew will eat an entire tuna melt on stream.
I'll do that for $2. Are you serious?
Andrew, don't sell yourself short.
Buy me the tuna melt and I'll do that. I love tuna melts.
So next week we will be back and we'll be talking about Black Ops. Probably lots of Black Ops. We're all going to
Yeah.
be playing
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm going to be working over the weekend because I never stop. What else is good? What else is
Steel
dropping?
Angel Becky says, I'll pay $100 for no feet. Thanks.
All right, that's fine.
Jonah Games asks a good question. He says, is it a bad time buying a 1080 at MSRP? Are you playing 1440 or 1080 like on a monitor like that? Because if not, it's still a really good card for that, I think. A 1080?
I have a 1080 and
Yeah.
I have a 1440 display, and I think 1440 is
Yeah.
the sweet spot.
Unless you're running,
TI is doing all right.
unless you're pushing 4K. Like I
Yeah.
don't think we need more than a 1080.
Nah, yeah, 1080 is fine if you're gonna.
Tristan Van Helden.
Oh
shit!
Guess he's
Okay.
getting a tuna melt.
Thank you for
All
the
right.
support.
Yeah.
He's one of the good ones.
I need to set a reminder on my phone.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm
do
gonna
it.
set
Do
a
it live
reminder
on
my
air.
phone. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna.
Do it. Say, "Hey Siri, remind me." Hey Siri,
It's not your voice.
remind me to tuna melt.
Hey Siri, remind me to buy a tuna melt for Tristan next week on Tuesday at 12 p.m.
This is great watching.
I added my tuna melt for Tristan to your reminders for next
Good job, Siri. J90R. He rules.
Hold on.
This is gonna
really quick.
This is gonna spiral out of
I'm
control.
gonna cap it right there. I will eat 2 tuna melts.
I will eat the return.
I will eat. No one give any more money. I'm not eating any more tuna melts, but I will eat 2.
What if
So who
what if
is
we
that?
set up that thing where they could send food to Andrew?
And what's his
Oh,
name?
the streamer thing.
I've been
where you get food?
kicking it back and forth with these
Jay-
guys. There's this thing that instead of super chat, you can just hit a button and it will have food delivered to the set.
Imagine if everyone who did super chat just did a dollar menu item individually. So every
Uber Eats
delivery
guy
man
would
brought
hate us.
$1 menu item.
right.
Oh, that would be so good.
Just confirm, right? Look, I have the reminder.
Deadly Viper asks,
reminder?
WTF is a tuna melt? Should we explain
so
it before we go?
it's just tuna salad on like a roll, and they melt cheese on it.
You could have said that, and so, like, you could have really hyped that up, and you were like, I don't know, it's a bread. And
That's
you do
what
a
it
thing."
is. Is it too much tuna?
No, it's not.
Get it?
Nobody's gonna get that reference. Rebecca, if I order the pizza and send it to your office for the next stream, will we eat it?
No, because I have to eat 2 tuna melts.
Pizza eating,
Yeah,
food eating pre-show.
Give us
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
2
well,
Lunch
weeks.
with
pre-show where
game
we just make
ranks,
food.
where we eat tuna melts and play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Feet in the tuna melt, Christopher K.
For $100, I
God.
will put my feet in the tuna melt.
Andrew.
What? And then eat the tuna melt.
Is Falcon a falcon? Yes, he is. He's an actual
He is a
bird.
literal
He's a
bird.
real bird.
Meaning, just like a real bird, he only can play so many video games. What the? You guys have salad on your tuna melts? No, not salad. No,
It's
like
tuna salad.
It's like tuna
Tuna
salad.
salad,
So
like-
that's what
yeah,
we
yeah,
call
It's like
tuna
mixed with
when
like
it's
celery and
a
mayonnaise.
form of putting on a tuna melt.
Dante Hill says play Thug. Yo.
Yo, I'll always play
I
Tony Hawk's.
already
every
got
round.
Ruben hitting me up in the Discord about
course.
my tuna melts.
We should do a stream with Thug Pro one day.
This is getting out of control. Let's say goodnight.
Yeah, please, for the sake
good
of
afternoon.
my tummy.
You got 2 minutes to make it 1 hour, Jake Valdino.
2 minutes?
Yeah, we gotta go.
Should I filibuster?
We got vamp. We got a vamp for 2 hours.
do you
2
guys,
minutes.
Do you
2
guys want to
minutes.
explain Metal Gear Solid for 2 minutes?
No, we gotta save that for that other thing.
No, we'll talk to the chat. Do you guys know if the N64 Classic is coming? I think Nintendo.
We've seen some patents.
Yeah, Nintendo is apparently gearing up for something. But you never know what their strategy is because it's all over the place. Sometimes they emphasize virtual console, then they want to sell individual titles again a la carte. Then sometimes they'll give out something like the NES Classic. So it's kind of up in the air. It's hard to predict.
Bruce says, just discuss your love for tuna melts further. There's no love with me. That's my personal hell.
I love diner food. Diner food is amazing.
I don't do fish.
I love fish.
I don't trust anything that lives in the ocean.
Why does DMC have microtransactions? I don't know.
Because it's
that's
2018.
yeah. I want a game.
Unfortunately.
OPUER says I want a GameCube Classic. I do too, and I only want the Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup game on it. Hell yeah!
Forever Player
good.
2 says,
Forever Player 2.
"Pretty
good.
good. Tune 'em out like
Yeah.
Frank Reynolds eats cake. Just put all the ingredients in your mouth and eat it that way."
Pinhead, I guess you came in late. Yeah, Microsoft hasn't bought Obsidian yet, but the hottest rumor on the street suggests that the deal is currently in the works.
That's cool. Really important question from Bruce. He goes, "What about a nice BLT?" Yo, I made the Maddie Matheson BLT
Yeah.
with the Cholula and like the maple syrup and all that.
Did you do the cool bread or not?
I did the cool bread.
Yeah? Fuck.
Yeah.
Andrew Stein says, "Where can I get a sweet Game Rank sticker like that?" We've been talking about stickers
Maybe we'll do
and
some
merch
contests?
for the longest time.
Maybe we'll do a contest.
Like a sticker contest?
Like enter a thing and then we'll pick like 30 names and we'll just.
How about do crimes in our name and we'll give you a sticker?
Don't do
Don't
that.
do crime. No, that's a
Don't.
very
Send me
bad
pictures
idea.
of all the things you tag and I'll post them on my Twitter.
Carrie Andrew, see you guys.
Thank you
Oh,
very
it's 5
much.
o'clock.
Thank you for the support. Thank you guys, all of you who showed up. This was a great stream, especially now that our internet seemed to have worked.
Yeah.
So with that, I guess we will see you guys next week, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're here. The show is in beta, but so far so good. We'll be giving away more stuff. We'll be talking about Black Ops and who knows what else. Probably French dip sandwiches. I don't know.
Yo, can we get French tips next week?
Oh God. Oh no.
You guys can eat those
No,
while
no,
I
no, no,
have
no,
to
no.
sit here and drown in
I'll eat a
tuna.
French dip.
Yeah.
We will see you guys very soon. Thank you for coming around. Thank you to all of you guys who supported us in the super chat. That is insane. We really appreciate you for that. But we'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.